Tell me a little bit about, people just come out here, they see them run, and they think, well, that's nice, but what goes into it? There's a lot of work. You have police, you got everybody involved.
Yeah, it takes us about 6 months at least to plan it. Anything from ordering T-shirts, predicting how many runners are going to come based on the previous year, trophies, ribbons, mailing lists, registering with CARA, which is the Chicago Area Runners Association. So we have a lot of things that we do throughout the whole year. Basically, we're going to start planning next year's tomorrow. So yeah, it takes a long time.
Now, I notice you have places where the runners can grab some water or something, and then afterwards you have like a nice little spread for them too.
We are fortunate. We have 2 water stops. Our race is a 2-lap race, so we have 2 water stops and they can pass them twice. We have our race every year the last weekend in July, so sometimes it's really, really hot. So one of our water stops even has a hose out, and we sprinkle the runners if they want to get sprinkled. And then we end up here at the end, which is the beginning as well, with our nice breakfast, fruit, and whatever we have. So.
And how many people usually take part in this race? You seem to have quite a few.
We usually plan for 400. Some years are lower than others, but we usually plan for 400 every year.
And what kind of goodies do you have spread out for them?
Out on a table?
Yeah.
Let's see, today we have apples, bananas, some cereal, a sweet and salty snack mix, which is like a trail mix, some freeze pops. I don't know what else.
A lot of fruits though.
Fruits, yeah. Apples, oranges, bananas, that type of thing. We try to stay healthy, but then we also have chocolate in their goodie bag because the runners run and then they want something to reward themselves, so they like the chocolate too. So.
And as far as you go, you say you'll start planning on this about 6 months out?
The hard planning goes about 6 months out, but honestly, come Monday, I'll update our stats, put it on our website, and then we make our registration form for next year starting Monday. So we do some things right away, and then everything else, the hardcore things, start 6 months from ahead from the race. So.
Now, as far as the route, they all seem to start on that Maple Street. How did they determine that? It seems like they've been running that route forever.
Well, our race has been this is our 21st year. And yes, we have started on Maple Street, and it's a two-lap course. The reason they started that is because they felt we didn't have a natural feature that people would enjoy to run by, like running down Fox River or something like that. So our feature is we run along the Sugar Grove streets, and then all the residents come out and cheer the runners on. So it kind of brings a hometown quality to it. So we didn't have the natural feature, but we have the wonderful people in Sugar Grove.
And finally, if someone's watching this and they decide for themselves, hey, I'd like to try that, what do they do? How do they get ready to do this, and who should they contact?
Well, it's up to you how much you want to be, how fit you want to be, and if you're that competitive that you want to win, or in the running aspect, or if you want to walk, because it is a run walk. But to register, you just basically, you can register online, register on the day of, and that's basically it. That's how you sign up for us.
One of the big successes of the Corn Boil, sounds like, is the cooking contest. What do they call it again?
It's called the Chop Contest, just like the television show. You get 5 ingredients that they don't know till the day of the event. They take them home, prepare a dish, and then bring it back for presentation to the judges.
And how did it work this year? I meant you started off where, at Jewel?
We start off at Jewel Food Store in Sugar Grove. We meet them in the produce section. That's when we announced the 5 ingredients that they're going to get. And we had 11 cooks this year, 11 chefs.
Now describe what happens. I was there, and all of a sudden people, it's not quite running in, but they're all scrambling to get in and set everything up, aren't they?
Well, they prep their food because we don't have on-site cooking. So when we leave them at Jewel, they take their food home and they prepare it at home, and then they bring it to the school, and they set up the presentation of the product, because that's a big part of the judging. You got presentation, you got taste, creativity, and use of all the 5 ingredients. You can use anything else you want, but those 5 that we give them have to be in there.
All right, now we see different people with different kind of displays, and now what are the judges? Do we have 4 of them sitting there? What do they do?
We had Rick Artman, who is a judge. Rick is several businesses, but he is Master Chef. He qualified twice for Master Chef and just missed the television show. Barrett was last year's winner. The winner from this year will become next year's judge. Then there's Ken Arnold, who is the owner of the Roundup restaurant in Sugar Grove, the new restaurant. Ken was one of the judges, and Wendy, who owns a food business.
All right, now how about next year? Anything you're going to be doing different next year? Any different plans for next year?
We're thinking about the ultimate for us is, Darren and I were talking, is we want to have a grill-off. Don't know where we're going to be able to do it or if they're going to allow it, but that's the ultimate for us, to have just a grill-off. Okay,
we know a little bit about the preliminaries and everything. What else can you tell us about this this wonderful little contest you guys run?
Well, with food becoming so popular these days, and you get this whole foodie culture, it's just taken off. The interest from the neighbors, the community, it just has been creating a huge buzz. So we took that and brought it here and gave some people something different. And it's just every year keeps growing and growing. We've had a lot of fun. We've been amazed at the quality, the creativity, and some of the dishes that these people have come up with. It's been absolutely outstanding.
Well, what part of this do you like best? Tasting the food, or just watching them come in and watching them get everything set up?
My favorite part, and this is where Dave and I probably have the most fun, is I have a culinary background, and so when we're picking out the ingredients, that's when the fun and the smiles and the giggles start, because it's like you want to make it fair, but you want to make it challenging. So we have a lot of fun picking the ingredients, and then of course meeting everybody. It's just it's a great time.
So is this like a co-venture between you and Dave?
Yeah, Dave and I, we've always been idea people, and we kind of sat down one day and like, this would just be great. You know, what can we do different? And we came up with this concept. It's a 2nd annual Chop competition. We're already thinking about next year how we're going to change that up. But yeah, it's been a very, very, very fun time and nice ride.
I noticed you had a lot of people sitting in the stands here watching too.
Yeah, we pull a lot of people that come and they're interested to see and look at the food, because we're talking the quality of these dishes. Some of these are absolutely amazing, and again, just with the type of style and competition that it is, it's created a buzz.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Audrey Ritchie, and I'm the event coordinator for the Sugar Grove Corn Boil. I've been doing this for about 5 years, and this year I am so excited to say we have record-breaking numbers for vendor booths. I have over 100 vendors. Really, I have so many returning vendors. Some of them that everyone loves to come out and visit are bags and boxes. They do the beanbag games. Lion Concrete with all the concrete statues, and Missy's Country Woodcrafts, which does all handcrafted wood for the lawn. Plus we have Indra with Tupperware and Ricky with the sheets. and Remax All Pro comes out every year. So we have many returning vendors and a ton of great sponsors. And today I have with me, it's Nancy's third year with Sugar Grove Corn Boil. She's a local resident here in Sugar Grove, and she sells a product I use. So Nancy, what's the name of the product?
It's Go Green ICS. It's insect control solutions, and it's all natural. And there's no DEET, there's no chemicals and toxins. And I have a product for your yard that's a concentrate, and it literally eliminates the mosquitoes and ticks from your yard. And then I have different sizes of personal use, and this is for your pets and yourself. And again, there's no toxins or chemicals, so my mission is to remove toxins from our community one neighbor at a time. And I am at the farmers market every Saturday, the Sugar Grove Farmers Market.
Yes, some of our vendors are, like Indra with Tupperware. She's always there. But I personally use this for our dog as well as our home. So it's an awesome product. Definitely come by next year, visit us. If you're interested in being a vendor, check in April on the Sugar Grove Corn Boil website, sugargrovecornboil.org. Under the vendor area, my contact information is on there, and we'd love to have you next year. Thanks.
Hey, we're out here with Rocky from Rocky's Dojo, the famous karate spot right there on 47. I know you've all seen it. This is Rocky. How you doing, Rocky? How has the Corn Boil been treating you today, this year, the weekend?
It's been doing great. We have been coming to the Corn Boil and doing demonstrations with our school for over 20 years. And with the demonstrations, the kids come over and they do all their forms. They do the weapons. We do some breaking. We do some self-defense, some sparring. I even sparred with one of my boxing kids yesterday. It was a great demonstration. We do it every year.
Wow, it sounds like a good time. Let me ask you, now you've been coming out these for a few times, right?
Oh, yeah.
How many years have you been coming out to the Corn Boil?
Well, it's been over 20 years.
20 years, wow. And also I heard it coming up is your 40th anniversary at the dojo. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, it's 40 years we've been in business. Rocky's Dojo and Gym has been in business for 40 years. It's also Champion Karate Studio, which started in Aurora in 1974. So 40 years. We're also going to be having, as a 40th year anniversary open house on August 10th in Sugar Grove at our dojo on Sunday, where we'll have the River radio station. We're going to have the boxing ring set up. We're going to have all kinds of jumpy, bouncy things for the kids. We're going to have free hot dogs and everything. Come on out to the dojo. We're at 46 Terry Drive in Sugar Grove.
Wow, sounds like a great time, and I'll be out there. I look forward to seeing you again. And Rocky, thanks, man. Congratulations on Rocky and his dojo.
Chief, another Corn Boil this year, and the big question is there's a lot of people that come in, there's a lot of different routes they come in. How do you basically keep things in order with your staff? I know you have a command center. How does that work?
Well, we are very fortunate here. We're well organized. We've planned for the event, and we're able to look at traffic patterns and make sure that when we have fireworks, we're able to get people in and out in a safe manner. And then having the band play after the fireworks, keep some of them in the park for us, so it's not a mass exodus. And it really is an advantage for us to keep everyone safe and moving about.
I noticed you have people in all different types of ways of controlling crowds and things like that. I saw some of your guys on bikes, some on golf carts, some standing in the streets, directing traffic. How does all that come together?
It's planning, and basically we have 4 bike officers that are trained in the department. So they obviously are the ones that have to ride the bike for the 8 hours or the 6-hour shift that they're working, and then the rest of us are positioned throughout the park, and we're roaming just so that it looks like we have more officers than we actually do out here. But the presence is important, and it's just phenomenal interaction that we're having with the community, smiling faces, the kids that are coming up to us. So it's great for us to interact in a positive role model for them.
And what about having that command center here right behind the food court?
We are very fortunate to have the vehicle that is through ILEAS. It gives us, if something does happen, we can turn it immediately into an operations center, and we can run it from there.
And once again, how many people are usually involved, not only from your staff, your department, but do you have volunteers or auxiliaries too?
Everyone that's working in law enforcement here is all off of the Sugar Grove Police Department. So we have full-time officers and some part-time officers that will come out and assist.
So kind of long days, I guess, right?
They are, for some, obviously Friday through the evening, and then all day on Saturday, and then with the fireworks, we're out here. I think I got home about 1:30 last night, and then back out again this morning. And we're glad it happens once a year. But if it happened more, we'll be available and we'll be out.
So what was your biggest challenge? Is it the fireworks? Is it just the food court? Is it just everything in general?
You know what? There really isn't a real challenge out here. This is the stuff that we see and are able to interact. I think it's the biggest thing is for my officers making sure that they're interacting with our community, and that's important for me because I want to make sure that we're out there and we're visible, and they see us in a different light as well.
Okay, when I say challenge, I meant more like traffic control or just masses of people. I guess it seems like more people seem to really come out to see the fireworks, although it's steady all day long, but the fireworks seem to bring out the most, I think.
It does, and I think you're absolutely correct. That's a part where a lot of time and effort has gone into moving the traffic away from the site and making sure it's done in an efficient manner. We're able to control some of the traffic lights with a switch, so we can leave the light on a little bit longer for one direction to move as many cars out as possible. And then also having transportation on site for the pedestrians to get to the cars that park in the outer parking lots. It's been phenomenal.
And one final question, I guess you interact real closely with the Corn Boil people themselves. How soon do you start working on these things? How many months in advance?
They will be up and running with an after-action report very shortly, and then they will be meeting throughout the year. So, I usually tend to get involved later on because I know what, the day-to-day operations of what we're doing is very important, and they want our input. But they will be meeting on a monthly basis.
Hey, we're here today with Nicole Babcock, and she's got a bunch of these books in her hands out here at the Corn Boil. So I'm going to ask her a little bit, what are you doing with all these books, Nicole?
Well, I sell children's Usborne books and more, and they're great kids books that we go from baby all the way up through high school. And it's a company that's been in the U.S. for 25 years this year, and everything's educational but also a lot of fun. We have great baby touchy-feely books. We have great chapter stories and early readers for kids just starting to read in 1st through 4th grade. We've got counting books and some Look for the Duck books. And then we've got a great travel book here today that's called The Big Book of Things to Spot. You get to it's kind of like a Where's Waldo book where you get to look for all the different sea creatures and different things on a farm, and just lots of great books for your kids.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of fun, man. You got your hands full. Well, I hope everything's going great for you. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day today.
Thanks a lot.
Kevin, looks like we had a real successful year this year. A lot of people came out. The weather kind of held off for us. But tell us about some of the things that went on here. First of all, it looked like the rides were real successful and popular again.
We had a very successful year. We had the Wilson family's carnival back again this year. They did a phenomenal job. We tried something new this year, which is opening Thursday night for the rides only. That seemed to be a nice draw for some of the young kids that couldn't wait to get on the rides. And I think everyone enjoyed the rides that were here.
Yeah, they sure did. My son certainly enjoyed them. The corn, we got to have a corn boil. We got to mention the corn. We had a lot of volunteers again, and the corn seemed to be pretty good this year.
As always, performance of the Fox River, formerly Fox River Foods, provided us the brats, the hot dogs, and certainly the corn. That corn came from Indiana, and unfortunately it wasn't Illinois-grown corn, but it was good. Ears were very full, and I saw a lot of leftover corn smiles on people's faces, so it must have been very good.
And bands, popular once again. And one thing I've noticed, we have a lot of people here obviously for the fireworks and for the bands that played then. They had some that played good 60s music and modern music. But boy, on Sunday, all these people that showed up for the Christian bands.
Well, again, just trying to change up the venue enough to meet the the things that the people want. Friday night, fabulous lineup. One of my favorites is Red Woody. They did a great job. And then Saturday, the lineup was just phenomenal. And then again, changing up that venue, trying a Christian day on Sunday, which is kind of a neat thing. And I have to say, the bands, I wasn't familiar with them, but just an outstanding music. Whether you wanted to just sit and listen to the bands or if you wanted to socialize, do other things in the park. So it was just a great day.
And food. The food vendors, they seem to be very busy as usual.
Well, I can say that I tried at least half of them. Feeling it a little bit, but you know, that's the wonderful thing about this type of an event is there's a little bit of taste of food for everybody, and you kind of enjoy it, and it's the one time of year you really get a chance to kind of splurge and have something you don't normally have every day.
And talk about attractions, you even had the SWAT team out here.
We did, and King County's always good. They come out and put on a tremendous demo. They always kind of start out with a bang. So they start out with a very loud bang. I think the whole park kind of was like, hey, what was that? And then they did their demo. So it was very nice of them to come out, and it was a great show.
And finally, you know, can't get this work done without some volunteers. And again, you had a lot of people that volunteered their time.
Well, I think first of all, you have to thank all of the people on the committees. The committees are the ones that work tirelessly. So as soon as this corn boil's over, they're already starting to talk about and evaluate the things that went right for this one, things that they want to change for next one. So that's an important part is the committee. But then the people, the volunteers, are the ones that support the committee. They come out and actually really do a lot of that work throughout the weekend. And when you can't have a successful corn boil without the volunteers.
And if anybody would like to volunteer or become a part of the committee, what do they have to do?
One of the things that I would suggest that they do is they go out to the Sugar Grove Corn Boil website. There is contact information out there. Contact either one of the committee members now or send an email. I think it's info@sugargrovecornboil.org. And let them know that you're interested in participating at the board level and show up to a meeting. It's always the third Thursday of each month at 6:30 at the Township Building.
All right, well, looks like it was a great time. The weather stayed with us, cooling off now a little bit, but great time had by all.
Absolutely, and we look forward to seeing everyone next year.